Alright, here we are on the front, and we've got, looks like 3 Amorphophallus coming up, the elephant yam. This spike is pretty cool. An idea for scale there. And then we've got this cute little bushy tree that came up. It's about a foot tall, but the other 2 haven't come up. I don't know what they're doing. And I planted 2 tomatoes. That one's a blue variety, and this one's called a black crim, and hopefully we'll get a few more in here. The weeds are already starting to come in, so I gotta stay on top of this. The Amorphophallus are all doing pretty well. Almost everything has come up. I think these 3 are the bulbifers. And then I don't know what that one is. And then we've got a venosum. Let's see. Yeah, venosum coming up here. I had 3 seeds of these, 1 rotted, 1's just sitting doing nothing, and this one actually sprouted, so that's good. And I think this is a konjac. And that's a konjac. Those are my 2 konjacs. And my yellow ensis, I found the tag for it. It's doing very, very nice. It's a little tiny baby plant, but it's cute. Not too much to see on the loquat tree this time around. It's pretty much the same as before, except for one thing I'm very happy about. If you can see it, this is a flower coming out on my hoya carrii, which is the heart-shaped hoya. And this hoya has been doing nothing since I got it as a cutting for years. Just sat there, hasn't made leaves. It's not dead or anything, but it just was sitting there doing nothing, wasn't growing. But now I'm really happy to see a flower coming out, and there's a second flower right there. And they don't look like anything right now, but once they open up, they should be pretty cool. So good, I'm glad it's growing. I've got a second one. You can see the heart-shaped leaves, that's what they're famous for. This is one of my ponds. Chris and I cleaned it out, and we put in some new miniature lily pads in here, and they seem to be doing pretty well. This is a 35-gallon pond. I don't think I'll ever put goldfish in it again because the chickens eat them. So no fish, unfortunately, but it's looking really nice. You couldn't see the bottom. This had all gotten full of dead leaves and sludge, but for now it's much better, and hopefully the lily pads will help keep everything clean. And I added some water plants to the Sarracenia pond, so check that out. Here's the Sarracenia pond. It's starting to rain, and it's doing very well. Got some frog bit in there, and got this new Dana's Delight. I'm really glad it's coloring up, because when I got it, it was solid green because it'd been under artificial lights. But now it's in full sun and natural habitat, so I think it should grow and do much better. And then we've got these miniature water lilies, Nymphoideas species, and we've got some of these banana lilies as well. They're called this because the roots look like green bananas. And I'm hoping that these will get bigger so that I can put them in the other pond, and they will grow long leaves and go to the surface just like these others. Nepenthes are doing pretty well. I'm starting to get some nice pictures. A lot of these don't have pictures yet. This is my red leopard. Cute little pictures. Let's see what's called that. My Ventricosa red and Ventricosa maggia. Very cute. I love ventricosas. Yeah, everything's still kind of from the winter. There's not too many pictures at the moment, but this one The Cassiana is doing quite well. This has a lovely picture right there. It's got a new picture coming in here. Very nice. And then this little guy here, literally, this is tiny. This is a hybrid of Mariliana and Campanulata. I can't wait for those to open. They're so little right now. This is another Cassiana, and it's a very hardy plant. This one survived the winter out here, and it also is the only Nepenthes I grow in full sun. So this is like the Amorphophallus peonifolia that can take the full sun. It's the only one. And it's got a flower spike coming out. Can't wait to find out if this is a male or a female. New picture inflating there. This is going to fill out this whole pot so nice. Then I have this Nepenthes alata. It's a special kind. I forget what it was called specifically, but it's getting a flower also, and I know for sure that this one is a female. It was sold to me as a female, and the cool thing will be if this opens and my Cassiana is a male, I would like to pollinate them and breed them together and make my own mix. Of course, I'd rather breed a true species, but you don't always have a male and a female, which is what sucks. So that's why there's so many hybrids. And then this is the one that was a cutting I showed you guys when I first started the updates for this year. It was getting a picture right there. It's already growing so well, the ventrata and everything else here. Along the top doing though, this is the plant that had the birds in it, and it rained and they did get flooded out. I have not seen them, so I think they're gone. Yeah, I don't think this is a good choice to nest for those birds. This is what I was worried about. I knew that would happen. Beautiful, typical alata. And the round little pitcher part at the bottom. So cute. And have, this is a, again, it's not pitchering yet because these guys just came out of being indoors for the winter. But this is a bicalcarata, and it does have a new leaf coming in, so hopefully that'll make a picture. But it's actually a slow growing plant despite being a lowlander, ultra lowlander. Just put these guys in the ground. These were grown from seeds. They're called squirting cucumbers, and I'm hoping that they'll grow up this fence. And they really do squirt. If you look them up on YouTube, you'll find videos of them rocketing off of the plant and all the seeds shoot out. So that would be wonderful if they would grow and do that for me. And then down here, I planted this one too. This is a loofah that's supposed to get these really long loofahs, the ones you make in the sponges. I love loofahs, and it's such a healthy plant, beautiful leaves. Hopefully it'll do well. And the last thing for the garden update, we have the sunflowers, and they are doing great. They've gotten taller than this little fence area. I was able to take the nets off because now they're safe from chickens trampling on them. I think I'll fertilize them because Florida tends to make the soil in Florida makes things flower way too soon. I don't want them flowering yet. I want them to put on height. I want these to get as tall as possible. They're supposed to grow 10 to 15 feet tall, but I've never had one grow that big. I don't think they do here in Florida unless you do some amazing stuff with the soil. But I'll be happy if they get 6 or 7 feet. That would be good. So that's what I'm going for. Alright, and that's the garden update for this time. Late happy Earth Day, everyone.